Sports and Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Live 265, iHeartRadio. We have Massachusetts' own joining me here on the show here today, Kam Geez. Cam, what's going on, man?
Chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Just hanging in there, getting my day started, How are you?
Doing pretty well. I'm happy to have you here on the show today. Shout out to everyone at Grunge Cake for setting this up and connecting us. But I want to get into your early life because you were born in Dorchester, but you grew up in Chelsea.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Born in Dorchester, Chelsea raised. I left out of Dorchester kind of early, but Chelsea was like, my stomping grounds where I was at, right over the Tobin Bridge, Metro Boston.
In Due Time was just released in 2019. That was your EP. Got over, I believe, 150K streams on that.
Yeah, man. We try and reach for more on the next one. You know what I'm saying? Charge it to the game on the way. So we try and reach for more on that one. And it's a full project. So hope that people really enjoy this one.
This is your debut album that's coming about.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you got a clothing line too on the way.
Yeah, man. I'm working on merch, all of that, capsules, everything, man, because it's just more than music to me.
I know. And you this is something that you've been passionate about a long time, but it actually started out because you actually played basketball originally.
Oh yeah, I was a baller at first, I played ball to keep me out of trouble a lot too. I had hoop dreams at a time, but they deflated. So we go to the next one.
Absolutely, because this was something that you thought that could take off expenses from college. Your mother was someone that was always supportive of your career and trying to keep you out of trouble. So you used to start recording music on the Nokia when you were younger, writing rhymes down.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh damn, you digging in for real. Yeah, my mom's and my pops. Shout out to my pops too, because he's a major supporter as well. But yeah, definitely writing rhymes, because it always been passion to me. You gotta be a student of the game at first, so just listen to a lot of Dipset coming up, Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa, Stack Bundles. So a lot of things like that, influenced me. So I started off writing. So that's how, went about. And then as time progressed and stuff, it just started going to the studio. And I'm like, yeah, I like this right here. This is me right here.
You were inspired by the legends. You mentioned a few legendary acts right there, Dipset, Lil Wayne. How do you feel influenced about these upcoming new generations that are out here? Because music sounds totally different from when you were listening to it. Two totally different sounds.
Oh yeah, definitely. Most so I get the influence by the older cats through to how they impacted the culture and everything. That's how but as a new cats, like I'm definitely I'll be inspired a lot by a lot of new artists like Money Man, No Cap, Rilo, Johnny Cinco. I keep going and going because there's a lot of artists nowadays, but my playlist is deep. So I definitely like the new sound. It's always new sound. There's so many new subgenres now, so we can't even keep up with this stuff no more.
How you feel about the Massachusetts hip hop scene? I mean, you have legendary acts coming out of there, Ed O.G. and even Guru. People don't bring up Guru because he went out to Brooklyn with DJ Premier, but that's a Boston artist, Massachusetts artist.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. You got to still give him his flowers and everything. He definitely, you have to make that move. But he's still from Boston, and he still did what he did. Left the print in the game. And I think he's definitely a legend out here. But the new wave right now, man, there's a lot of artists that's doing their thing. And I think it's gonna be scary for the rest of the nation if you ask me. Because once that pot is ready, everybody and that is ready to serve. It's not just Boston, it's Massachusetts. So I think it's a lot of people that's gonna kill away. You see Millie doing his thing, Bia. I got who else? Shout out to God, my guy FB, Fat Flea from Vamp Life. The whole Get It gang. There's a lot of people doing anything. Chelsea Mav. So it's a lot of it's scary hours if you ask me.
Scary hours. Did you get a connection with Millie's? Could we expect the Kam Geez Millie's track?
Hopefully, I never met him before. I never met him, but hopefully that come about one day. Because he be tapped in with certain people I be tapped in with. So hopefully that come about. That'd be dope. We need more collaborations in the city.
That would be big. I feel as though that we really don't hear from the Massachusetts hip hop scene. I feel as though they're underexposed, and I think that's going to change out here. Like you said, Millie's is on the rise, but they're starting to get their respect out there.
Definitely. It's just really tapping in. It's the market. We don't have a big market out here, so it's more so we got to move around, and that's one thing as an artist that people got to understand out here. You got to move around, really make a name for yourself. You can't just stay in the city. You can make a name in your city, but you gotta maneuver. There's millions of other people everywhere else.
Where's been the most important place that you have maneuvered so far, making a name for yourself? Because, like you said, you feel as though there's not that much of a scene out there, and then I feel as though if you're not from New York, you're not from Atlanta, you're not from California, it's tough to really get on easy. So you got to move around. So what's been a beneficial place in which you moved around so far?
Oh, definitely. I want to say New York and LA. Definitely. New York and LA. Atlanta too, but I haven't really went out there as much and consistently. So that's definitely a next destination for me to head out there, you know, make a mark out there. But definitely want to say New York and LA.
How was your move to LA and marketing and getting out there and networking with people?
It was dope, you know, hitting a couple events, meeting some people, you know, people that never really heard of me. So, you know what I'm saying, when they really tapped in with me and seen who I was and we stayed connected, you know, they was really, really with it, seeing the growth and everything. So I like LA because it's more open, it's more open to the music and everything, you know, going coast to coast. Gotta really tap in, you know, really show them that we relatable to everything y'all do on this side, we do on this side too, but just a little differently.
I know another passion of yours when you were younger, I think this would still interest you, was acting because you got an A in your theater class in high school and you actually were part of a play.
How you know that? Damn, yeah, I was in the play. I do like theater class. I do like acting and stuff. I'm a big movie guy and series guy. So, you know, master of minis, master of none. So you just wanna right now just tie up the knot with music first, and then we gonna go with clothing, we gonna go with everything, you know? Make sure we just really corner market the game.
In that play, I believe that you did one of the scenes from Paid in Full.
Oh yeah, they made me that. It wasn't actually that play, but I remember one time the teacher put me on the spot, and you had to do like act out a scene from a different movie, and I'm like, oh damn, I had to freestyle it. So I'm like, what do I know? So Paid in Full, I had to do that scene. It was actually Mitch when he was in the car
He
crying
was
and stuff.
crying, yeah.
Yeah. So that damn, how you did? This dude, he really tapped in for real.
Yeah, man, I'm always tapped in to make sure the history behind artists, no matter who it is, it's important. It adds to the
Mhm.
element of the interview and your story because that's a part of your
Yeah, facts. You definitely right about that, my boy. For real, for real.
Ted was filmed around there too, from where you're
Oh yeah,
from.
Tidy up. What else? Black Mass was actually down the block from where I grew up at. They shot a couple scenes out there from Black Mass. I don't know if you remember that movie and stuff.
There was a movie actually with Denzel and Mark Wahlberg too. I was reading online about that was filmed in your area as well.
Yeah. I know Equalizer was definitely filmed
Equalizer,
right
that's
there.
it. Yeah, Denzel.
Yeah,
Yep, that's the one.
right
The
there on
Equalizer
Beat
was
Wave
filmed
Wild.
around there, so you got some opportunities out there if you want to jump in and then maybe get in on some extras or small roles. If you can make some connections, you got some opportunities because there's some big films filmed there.
Yeah, definitely. I remember one time when it was a few years back, Wale was shooting that video he had with Lady Gaga. He had extras in there. I missed that. I was kind of mad. I'm like, damn, I see one of my homies in the video and stuff. I'm like, damn, but yeah, you right about that. Definitely facts.
That'd be tough. Now, how do you guys, when you're down there, how do you guys look at the whole Wahlbergs? Because I mean, just how they took over in the movie industry, but Mark started out in the hip hop scene with the Funky Bunch back in the day.
But yeah, I know a lot of people don't. I don't think a lot of people know that though. You know, I don't think a lot of people know about that. But yeah, Mark Wahlberg, you know, he get his respect out here, especially you know. But I think more so people tapped into like gurus and everything. They more so know the history of that and everything. You know, Benzino and stuff. But he
Gangstar, can't
definitely
forget about the gurus though.
no, definitely not. Definitely cannot forget about him
No.
at all.
I do want to know, but since your parents are heavy supporters of yours, when did they first hear you rap and then they knew that you had it? When did they see your passion and that you had a gift at this?
Probably fresh out of high school. You know, when I really wanted to start taking serious, like a little few years after high school. My father see me dropping music. My mom, she's a supporter. She just know I go do it and everything. But you know, my mom, they how can I say they fresh from Haiti and stuff. So it's like whatever you doing that's positive, they happy with it. You know.
Something that's interesting about you is that you can write on any beats, R&B, but you actually started out early on doing dubstep.
God damn, how did you know that? I tried to do dubstep. I was just trying to. This is when I was like, kind of like fresh recorded and everything. I'm just trying to find my sound and just trying new sounds, trying new things. And I was like, let me see, dubstep. It had that little hip hop twist to it. It was like some Arab music type beat kind of. And I was really that was when Arab music was like popping for real, for real. I'm like, you know, let me try this out. And I liked it. It's probably somewhere in the stash. We're probably gonna drop a Lost Files one day. You'll probably hear it.
What's amazing to hear is how comfortable that you've gotten behind the mic over the years because you don't even write anymore. You feel so comfortable. You just go in there and just rap.
Yeah. Like my boy FB said, he said, when you go in that corner and I see you hand movements and everything, I know you about to come up with something. I barely write anymore, but I do really when I want to take my time. But for the most part, I freestyle, especially hooks. I can't write down hooks. I got to freestyle hooks and choruses,
You
you
got to
know?
tell me about this upcoming album, man. What can we expect of it? Do you think you're going to be tapping in with some big producers here? You mentioned Arab music before being an influence and just making going on beats that sound like that. Are you going to be tapping in some high level producers like that?
more so up and coming producers that really making a name for themselves. Dudes like Gibbo, Young Tango, um, who else? Let me see if that produced by Chi. He signed a little baby now, but I don't know if that's gonna make the cut. But we got some, heavy production, a lot of up and coming production, really. Euro beats as well. My guy director, he's coming up. He from I'm not sure UK, one day on the Eastern Hemisphere and stuff. So a lot of up and coming producers, more so, yeah.
In due time, like I said, it did over 125, 150K streams. What do you predict this one to do? Because this is your debut.
Man, I'm trying to hit the masses, man. I think big, so I'm trying to go off a million, gazillion, billion. So we trying to just reach whatever we can, reach and stuff. The furthest we can go. So, but realistically, I'm trying to really go for a million. I'm not gonna hold you. We're gonna really push and market. It's gonna be over time. I'm not seeing in a month, 2 months, but over time, you're gonna really see the push through this.
On friendly competition level, who could you see yourself going bar for bar with?
Going bar for bar with. You can. I'm gonna go for big. Like I always say, I compete myself to like. I know when I'm in my zone, you can put me up there with Drake. You can put me up there with You can put me up there with Hov. I'm gonna be up there. Because I'm that confident in me and myself. I'm high end. I gotta be.
It's great when you believe in yourself. That means that you truly have something, and it just is a matter of time till everyone else sees it.
Yeah, facts. Sometimes it takes them a long time to believe, but once you prove to them, they're gonna believe. They have no choice but to respect it as well.
You already know it. Upcoming features. What are some features we can expect on this album? Upcoming artists. Who's going to be on this with you?
Right now, I'm homegrown with it. I got one feature, and that's my guy FB Extras Entertainment. I'm kind of homegrown because this is my debut, and I really want to show, how I
Your
am,
ability.
my ability, and everything. Exactly.
You
So
got to pull a J. Cole. Just go platinum without features.
see, that's what we try and do. When you believe in yourself, you could do things like that.
That's big
So
time. I
yeah, but
think
I
something that
definitely want to.
would be great is if you release like a mini documentary about your life story. If you felt comfortable doing that, to add character to it too, because it's your debut album.
Yeah. Yeah, we might whip up something. I like that idea because we might whip up something, just put some footage together. I got a lot of footage from the growth and from all the whole journey and everything. So definitely we might need to put something together for that. Let the people really see, get a glimpse behind the scenes of everything.
You know, go around Boston and the areas in Massachusetts that you grew up in, and they'll get a flavor of who Kam Geez is.
Yeah, definitely. That's how we got to tap in like that. We got to show them. We got to show them the lifestyle.
That's big time, man. Kam Geez, is there anything else you want to let the audience know, your fans and listeners know that we didn't cover here today?
Um, New single dropping the 18th. Nothing like it. Produced by Euro Beats video as well. So tune in. I think y'all really gonna. I know y'all gonna like this, and just make sure y'all stay tuned to the release date of Charge It to the Game.
Charge to the Game coming soon. Clothing line coming soon. Kam Geez, I want to thank you for coming on the show here today. You're always welcome. And I'm looking forward to that upcoming album. Keep doing what you're doing out there for hip hop and paying it back to the OGs and just keeping your legacy building up here and growing. And eventually people are going to recognize, especially coming out of Boston. We need a lot more talent coming out of there.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro, for having me. For real, man. Definitely gonna stay tapped in with you, bro. I appreciate you, for real.
Of course, man. And let them know they can follow you on Instagram, Twitter, all that, so they can go subscribe to your YouTube, TikToks, everything.
Oh yeah, YouTube, the High End Hustler, tap in right there. High End G's on Twitter and Instagram, TikTok, High End G's as well. Tap in for real. I think y'all definitely enjoy the journey.
That's right. Shout out to everyone setting us up with Grunge Cake, Richard Dean, Andy Alexis. Make sure you
Yeah,
go check them out. Tap them into the movement. I appreciate you, Kam Geez. And until next time, we'll be back, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.
Peace out, man.
One.